The disciples are gonna pay for all they've done. I've been dreaming of this.
You're going into danger. Anything I can get you? You're going into danger. Anything I can get you? The Strikers steal all sorts of things. I handle the stash. Not sure why me, although I don't think anyone would trust. Many don't. You can find corpses anywhere. No one noticed. And the lucky ones, there is no hope here. Only... Of course. Always keep your eyes open.
Pull up a chair and have a drink. Nothing like a velocity after a rough shift at Xeno. What?
Got those two. Don't even bother with...
Out of here today.
You should have seen the look on Dexler's face when we told him. God couldn't paint it better. Much better, thanks for asking. I don't exactly know what you said to Dietrich, but he's certainly turned everything around. He's really stepped up and taken it. Best of all, I think we've become good friends. Oh, dear Lord. All these gangs are a menace. They are definitely the... All right already, all right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. I don't want anything to do... That's not a discount. That's robbery. Hold on. I never said that was my final offer. I hear you. In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. No discount. Take it or leave it. The armor is yours if you change your mind.
Now, James had been really stressed out about her.
Have a good day.
Yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants?
Whatever you're doing, well, looks impressive.
Thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued...
Goods. We have everything.
Hold it right there!
You're under arrest.
Those taxes we pay are a sham. So he can line this ivory trade tower with another layer of gold.
Duels Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check.
You're coming with us. We'll be taking any contraband and stolen property you have on you.
Hey, you dropped it. Wait, you meant to do that?
Possibly what?
If you have a moment, say hello to my wife, Rosa. Much better, thanks for... I don't exactly know what you said. He's really stepped up and taken an active role in fighting Neon Security's corruption. Best of all... Oh, dear Lord. All these gang... They are. All right. You pay and I don't want anything to do with... That's not a discount. That's robbery. This isn't getting us anywhere. Stop. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, I hope so. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Fine, fine. You can have your discount if you just stop your yapping. I'll get the armor over to Madame Sauvage. We're done. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun.
Don't kid yourself. poison. It needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please. It's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge...
Freeze! Neon security!
Worse and worse.
The Syndicate's been pretty bold lately.
It'll work itself out. I'd rather not get mixed up with the Syndicate, or... I guess you're smarter than you look.
Yeah. Owen told me not to worry about it. If you want to see how short my temper is, huh? Move along.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the set of systems. And they like to use old abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, the ones that don't...
Now is the time to safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here
Just
with
one quiet day.
Our certified worthy of Gloria, and you have arrived. Sophistication and space, the perfect marriage. Here at Starfield. Hey there, intrepid explorer. Ready to make your ultimate discovery? Step through the door of Seaguard's Outfitters and you'll enter.
Personally, I think Neon's the heart of the Freestar Collective.
outfitters. My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and it has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give... You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so... I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine doing anything else. You won't find a better selection anywhere else.
Fine work. Better than stand up to some punishment.
If you don't see what you need, feel free to ask.
Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems. Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today
You don't
for our
need to wear your
future
helmet in
tomorrow.
here.
Submit
You know that,
your
right?
application now at the nearest kiosk.
They are ramping up efforts to deter the crazy fleet.
I can't believe that robbery ended.
You're listening to
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
I think I got them. What do you call them?
Want
Pawns?
to challenge your
Yeah,
instincts and
I got
hone those
pawns.
corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
An eyewitness said that it was remarkable that the
I'm
Ranger
so behind on my
the
work.
situation
When's the
from
report
moment
due
of
anyway?
massacre.
I don't know.
You're listening to the settled...
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Got a problem?
UC Mass has recovered a significant amount of data stolen from
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
There's no way in hell I'm letting Cora land here.
Dreaming of this.
Finally, Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurt. I've been telling him to let his... You better believe it. Both of us worked for that hellhole Xenofresh wipe. I was a casualty of a reduction in force. But Paul Briggs's leg got crushed in an accident. So Xenofresh, being the class... So is he. You better believe it. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos, right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns, and then the real fun begins. No promises. The till's running empty. So if I happen to see some marks on the way, then the fishies better pay up, know what I mean? Oh, it'll work. All right. Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me and my boys will take some others.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity.
Lights, glitter, and a whole lot of sin.
You and Abby really pulled through for me. Those supplies were sorely needed. Thanks again for getting them to me. All right, let's examine you. Not so bad, really. Nothing a little needle and thread can't fix. There, good as new, more or less. I trust you'll put this to good use. Yes, absolutely. Oh, she's organized regular supply runs between Volii Alpha and the clinic using... It's nice to finally have time to concentrate on the more important things.
People joke, say those Marine zealots were
Above the scum and vice.
Look, man.
Behold, the Emporium, the premier cellar of all things incredible and coffee flavors, all brewed using
Show no mercy. Leave no quarter.
you. Yeah, you. You're really going to walk on by and miss out on a chance to experience Euphorica? We have everything you want out of Neon and more.
So, I've got some news for you. My partner and I, we're expecting.
So you're the strikers, darling. Yeah, we had those blighters all tied up until you came along. The name's Holt, and I'm here to offer you a deal. I'll let that slide. The strikers are old news. Positively analog. You help us take out their so-called leaders, and the disciples can pay big. Credits, yeah? A dumpster full of them. In order to keep a rat in place, you gotta scare it, terrify it. And if it happens to be good for a laugh, well, that's a bonus, right? And you give a damned about that why? Ebside's always been about survival of the... And it's time to die, arsehole.
This is my favorite part. Waste not, need not. This feels like old times.
Choose your chant. Feed your face to feed your body with chant. Chant, chant, chant. Come in today and choose your chant.
They're gone.
We have everything you want out of Neon and more.
You think this is a game? You're not gonna like it when messed with our mistakes in the heart.
Here comes the fun.
What do you think was gonna happen?
Make that look easy. gate. Send with love.
Paint your face to feed your body with chunks! 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 Come in today and choose.
friend here gonna teach you manners. So long. Time to tango.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags.
Oh, yes. Hello. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now.
just forget to pull down the shutters? I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk. Perhaps another time. Yes, I suppose keeping it bottled up inside. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. Of course, that's the official word from Neon's. No, they certainly aren't. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my Oh my, you're the first person in this. The security officer's report said they never recovered my poor Thomas's body, which means that... But instead of leaving the case open until further evidence... Yes, exact. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness. Tev, just please be very... Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt with admin. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee... Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why, he'd be involved in... My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the worker. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, well, I'm just trying to make a living. Sure, I suppose that would be fine. Be careful. Neon is a dangerous place. Thomas didn't die of a heart attack. That's a total lie.
Genodyne really needs another big success to pull itself out of its slump.
Hey. Want something to eat? Welcome to Xeno Fresh Seafood. Would you like to try some trawl? My apologies. If you wish to register a complaint, please. I am the man.
If you want to try trawl, just don't. Unless you want to be hurling your lungs out.
In the meantime, may I suggest you try a tube of trawl? It's wonderful. Yeah, trust me, you don't want it. They take everything left over from the Aurora processing and grind it. Then they add some kind of oh god, what do they call it? Alginate? Yeah, they say they add that. No catch? Hell yeah, it would. It's gonna take a hell of a lot of Aurora to make that happen, so hand it over. So, can I get that right now, or...? Oh, damn. If you come across some, maybe you could still swing by and drop it off. That'd be pretty cool. Trawl will have you crawling back for more. Why don't you give me a break? I work... Look, if they boot me out of here, I don't get my employee. Yeah, bye, I guess.
Place is dumb. Why bother? If they want to tear themselves to shreds, let them. As long as all that stays out of the plaza, our job is done.
Please, don't. If something were to happen to you, I'd... just couldn't handle it. Hey there. Welcome to Off-World Eats. Feel like taking your taste buds on a trip around the settled systems? Well, thank you very much. My husband Lee and I have spent years sourcing the most interesting foods from other worlds. You can't find this type of cuisine anywhere else in Neon. We're... Lee Leonard. We've been together for almost 5 years. Couldn't have gotten this restaurant open without him. Well, that was our hope, but it hasn't worked out that way. Turns out that our little niece has also created our biggest hurdle. In order for this business to work, we need an ever-evolving To do that, we need to constantly source ingredients from across the settled system. When we first arrived, we needed every credit we had to open the restaurant. We kept the ship, but our pockets were... Then the bills started piling up. After a while, it was obvious that keeping a ship we can't... That might work, but it would mean dumping all of the business operations onto Lee's shoulders while I was gone. La Torah. Well, let me stop talking so you can take a look at the menu. That would be so helpful. Thank you. What I need are any sort of exotic organic ingredients harvested from creatures or plants. Excellent. Oh, there's one important thing you should keep in mind. Be careful when you're collecting. It's not worth getting hurt trying to harvest ingredients from a particularly hostile life form. Ah, not at all. We met on a Trident Starlines cruise around 8 years ago. I was a trained chef, and he was a nutritionist at Oishi. So we had a lot in common. We dated for a while, fell in love, and married only a year later. That's when we decided to pool our money and open this restaurant. It's not by choice. I can promise you that. The amount of money required to maintain a business around here is utterly ridiculous. It's borderline criminal. This space in the underbelly is literally all we can afford. It frustrates me to no end that we can't aim higher. But you know what? All that really matters is that we have a solid roof over our heads and people seem to enjoy what we've brought to Neon. I have something cooked. Please do. There's a lot to choose from. Next time you're feeling hungry, look us up again.
If I can ever live in a place like this.
We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
That's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol? Comrades in arms, then? Everything's going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie, taking it is going to be hard. New fish, we wouldn't be here. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back? They won't know what hit them. You heard the plan. Let's do it.
It's time for the disciples to bleed.
I don't think we're alone.
Got him!
Everyone for themselves!
Well, they don't need it.
Bad move, showing your face here!
Really gets your blood pumping, huh?
Big mistake!
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now!
think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence, a bit of murder. Word is, all this... You would know the first thing about mine. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciples have been... So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing neon Or, you can be found face down. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice. Free to go as far away from here as you like. The further the better, in my book. Setting street rat against street rat. Don't take too long. Time.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Epside? Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs who in Ebside? What's your take? We've been struggling just to feed ourselves.
I don't trust Neon Security one bit. But this is a deal you can't pass up.
Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us, know we'll be forever grateful. With resources and backup, it looks like the strikers are returning.
Manala Adams was looking for someone discreet for a job. Apparently, I don't qualify.
Neon's got an energy to it like no other.
You good? Thank you for taking care of that headlock problem for me. I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull. You'd better be right. Oh my god, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. Really? Am I not allowed to leave my own shop now? If you really must know, I was going... No. The officer that threatened me was completely different. And the murderer wasn't wearing a uniform. I'd wager that the murdering bastard has a friend in security that's covering things up for him. Nah, come on. I'm not risking life and limb to save someone I barely know. There are people that get paid to do that. I'm not one of them, so I simply prioritized my own safety and didn't get involved. A lot of good that did me. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim. God, no. I've seen him around here and there, but if he ever were to come into my shop, I tell him to leave immediately. In fact, I would never even talk to someone like him. I have no business dealing with petty criminals or Aurora addicts. Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like...
Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay?
Do I look like an idiot? Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back?
No.
I know what you've been wasting your money on. Damn junkies. You pay the posted price? Anything?
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
And with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is...
Affliction, from cuts and scrapes to dislocated limbs.
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? end up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait, no. He told me that everything was taken care of. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me... No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Oh my God. You don't need to worry.
It's nice to see a friendly face. Please, tell me every... I knew it. I just knew... Neons. My husband's killer. Did you... Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come... They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became, well... Vandalism and shoplifting is one. So, what did you do? Well, I guess I don't much care for what... And about security. Did you find out... Yes, you're right. But I must say that I feel... At least I can take solace. I never would have figured out the truth without... Oh, you're so sweet. You're the only person to ever... Thank you for everything.
Dangerous, but man, can it be a lot of fun.
Hello, can I assist you with something? Hello, welcome to Generdyne. I'm sorry to hear that you're having trouble with your... If you wouldn't mind using one of our customer service terms. Was there anything else? This is Generdyne's power facility. We're the only utility authorized to provide power for need. All of the electricity collected by our conduction... Well, our conduction grid technology, as well as all of the other experimentation being performed, I'm sure many of our competitors would relish. Thank you for visiting Generdyne. If you have any questions, please, don't hesitate. To ask.
Actually, the gang should look out for us.
I'm not in the mood.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. So you can do your banking your own way.
It's party time! I'm not a fan of this kind of music, but the noise, it's the world's most exotic accident. But oil, the grease turns the wheels of commerce, and the flame attracts them. So be careful walking. I'm in town for business. My client leaves a mess, I clean it up. I'm an independent contractor. There might be. I originally came here to complete a business deal, but rather than dispose of the evidence properly, they left it in a warehouse. So there are some loose ends that need tying, and it's a simple job. I need you to pick something up and sell it. Giving you any more information would be unwise. I'm giving you half of my usual fee, which, according to my clients, is a ransom. You'll find the merchandise in a locker, and gangs in Ibside often use that area to peddle their sunshine and lollipops. So if shit's puckaroo, you'll have to improvise. Once you secure the merchandise, sell it to Coleman Lang at the Trade Authority, so it's part of their regular inventory. Return here when the job.
This Aurora stuff.
What's wrong with me, but Neon might be my favorite place to visit.
Gangs can keep from killing each other. Quit staring.
Hey, no funny stuff with that music. Got enough like
Hey there, friend. Need something?
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? And hopefully I have some answers. Oh wow, you're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems. Mostly known. Other than that, our products include operating system. If you really want more info, Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a god. No one loves brutal on. Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her. Good. That's... Of course. Follow me. This current floor we're on is the main operations level. It's where the grunt work happens for this department. Research, data entry, more busy work than you can stand. Most of the people here are technicians that report to Yuko.
You can just feel all that corporate bullshit oozing from this place. Ugh.
What is it?
And here we are.
You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted?
See you on your way out.
I will take that as a no. It's not. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would... She might disagree. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help. Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebbside and the Underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. I need you to locate and... Pre-assignment intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so if you're thinking of betraying my sloppiness... It's not a matter of trust, but one of time. Then we have an agreement. Good. Discarded items are... If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me. Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. This incident is... an exception. Perhaps I can best explain with an... There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony, only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most... Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is born in the water itself. Which begs the question. In the natural world, I'd agree, but here, I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you... But... So I try my best to... Think what you will. But as much as I dislike the Underbelly, when you spend the time I spend volunteering, I'm not at liberty to say. I will remind you of another common phrase. So, where each assigned shifts to assist operative. Personally, I like... As you were.
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Have a seat. And your friend can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
My dad always insisted that was the key to success.
All right. Just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am.
We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? An excellent question, especially since when asked how familiar you were with Ryujin, you answered, "Not at all." I'm sure you just did your homework before the appointment, right? But let's move on. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? I can't help but wonder if that's why you're here today and not behind bars, considering your track record. And yes, of course we know you have one. Yuko's algorithm at least hasn't failed us there. Your past is not a concern, for now. Just know that we have ways of keeping an eye on you around here. How motivated are you to succeed? Here at Ryujin, that's completely up to you. It's not unheard of for someone like you to reach an executive-level position. Plus, we're pretty good at finding any untapped potential, so if there's a role we know you'll excel at, we'll find it. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? Well, you've certainly come to the right place for that. Considering your education, I'm sure you could reasonably find a place in that department. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
I'd hate to be on Miss Salso's bad side. Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours. Housing here is so expensive. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to live in a crate.
Step through the door of Seacart's Outfitters, and you'll enter a world.
Not sure if those balloon cells live in space or got separated from their home planet or what, but they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war.
Sophistication and space. The perfect marriage. Here at Stroud Eklund, you know the power of harmony.
Yeah.
Each of our unique starship models is expertly crafted by the Settled Systems best engineer. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Terra Brew, enjoy a cup right now. Here at Sealand, you'll visit the rarest...
I know I sound like a commercial right now, but I've been to other stores and they have the best deals in the entire galaxy. I hear you. It's not just the prices on individual items either. Their bundles are top tier.
Secret techniques of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee
We flew up to the star.
in the galaxy. Terra Brew.
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody? Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal. You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead. Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
You are seriously attached to this shitty job.
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. Change my mind and I'll walk away. No, I have to do this. You don't understand. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down. You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two.
Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Terra Brew, enjoy a cup right now.
Today absolutely sucked. I need to unwind. You mind spotting me some more?
Need a pick-me-up? At Terra Brew, we've got you covered. Morning, noon, or night. Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Terra Brew, enjoy a cup right now.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that... Yes, of course. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done.
Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. You fought hard to get space.
You got a thirst for, something. Neon can deliver.
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship around here.
I think I found something. What it says. Do you have time to talk? It's about that special project we're working on for Miss Salzo.
What are you doing? Don't mention that out here. Follow me. Let's talk somewhere more private.
I think I found something. What it says. Do you have time to talk? It's about that special project we're working on for Miss Salzo.
What are you doing? Don't mention that out here. Follow me. Let's talk somewhere more private.
How goes the slate search? Any complications?
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup? Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations, you've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
Yeah, I get the feeling she would have been even happier if you did off Tomo. Typical Ryujin snake.
Are you even listening? Of course. We believe in risk versus reward here. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, you're basically removing obstacles from the equation. Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge. Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.